Alright guys, what is going on? It is Dylan back with another video. Today's video, we are going to go over gold players to target after the roster update. This one is probably the hardest one that I've had to make so far just because of the huge... I don't ever remember seeing that many players go from gold to diamond in one roster update. But anybody that pretty much got left out is already at a very high price that I really do like. So we'll talk about one guy that I do like and think has potential. Maybe in the more long term, his numbers aren't really screaming of diamond right now, but he is on the way back, and that is Lucas G Leto. Reason I like G Leto. One, the White Sox are doing very, very good. He was in contention for the Cy Young last year, and had very high expectations this season. Right now in the season, he is 5-5 with a 3.8 ERA, 87 innings pitched and 110 strikeouts, 110 WHIP. So the thing that stands out to me is he's not getting guys off base as much as he used to or last season. But the thing that stands out to me, guys, the last 7 games he's pitched, these are the numbers that stand out. So he's got a 3-1 record with a 2.74 ERA, 46 innings pitched. So he's getting about pretty close to 7 innings pitched a game. So getting in there. Only 11 walks and 60 strikeouts. So he's got a big K per 9, which I like. You look at his strikeouts, it's only a 77, so definitely has improvement. And his price, you can make a buy order for literally $1,000 and probably scoop him up. If he keeps on this trend of pitching well, at least in the strikeout department, I think that'll definitely give him a boost. Like I said, this one seems like a 2 roster update move for him to hit diamond, and he has to stay at this trend. So G Leto is definitely somebody that I'm targeting. And guys, I'm going to throw these 2 guys in there if you want guys that are probably going to hit diamond but are pretty close to their value point. So Joe Musgrove, Freddie Peralta, definitely these guys, their numbers look incredible right now. As you can see by the price, most people hung on to them just because they're both 84, so they only need a +1. But both of their numbers look really good. So if you guys are interested in people that are probably going to go diamond, but you're not going to get as much return on, Joe Musgrove and Freddie Peralta. Alright guys, the next player that we have, he's making a return. I called him out on the last roster update. If you did get him, then you're probably making stubs already. If you didn't, there's still time. You're not going to make as much, but there's still a really good chance that you're going to make a lot. That's Salvador Perez. The reason that we have Salvador Perez, I'm just going to read off catcher stats because it's hard to compare him to other hitters because catchers get really undervalued of what they contribute hitting. You look at people like Yadi Molina, Buster Posey, and you look at some of those names, and their hitting stands out more than some of these other names. But catchers get relied on for how well they control a game, and pretty much their pickoffs, trying to catch people stealing. So when a catcher can actually hit, it's very, very good. So Salvador Perez right now on the season is hitting .281 with a .310 on base percentage and an .828 OPS. He's got 18 home runs leading catchers, 47 RBIs, which is around 8 more than the next person, which is Sean Murphy. And his hits compared to any other catcher. Granted, he has way more at-bats than everybody, but he has 82 hits on the season, 36 runs, and he's got 12 doubles, so he's finding a way to get in there. But yeah, Salvador Perez right now, 83 overall, so he just needs the +2 boost. We've seen plenty of people get the +2, especially with how good he is, and it's another chance for a catcher to become diamond. Right now, you look at his price, you can create a buy order for about 3,110 stubs, somewhere around there, and you can buy them clean for about 3,300. So Salvador Perez is definitely on my list still. I have not sold. I'm waiting until he hits diamond. So that says enough from me. Alright guys, as you could see, the next player we have is Jared Walsh. The reason I'm targeting Jared Walsh is he has very impressive numbers on the season, and his price dropped since the roster update. So he's an 84 overall, so all he needs is a +1. You look at his price going up to the roster update, and he was trending towards 4,000. So there's a lot of people that, as I did, thought he was going to go diamond. I just had a lot of my stubs bought in other people, so I felt more confident in other players than I did him, and it did pay off. But right now, as you can see, I'll show you the actual prices right now, but at one point you can create a buy order for under 2,000. I think it's still at that point, but we'll check here in a minute. I'm just going to read off his numbers to try to give some more research as to why to invest him. So right now on the season, he's got 18 home runs, which is tied for 8th in the league, 52 RBIs, 40 runs, batting .286 with a .350 on base percentage and a .915 OPS. So his numbers are very impressive. I always do the last 30 days or 30 games to look to see if his numbers are kind of in that trend, to see if it's not just a very hot streak that he's on. So his last 30 games, he's batting .241 with a .303 on base percentage. So it's not like it's a huge drastic drop. 9 home runs, 20 RBIs, 21 runs. In his last 7 games, even look at the numbers, he's starting to go back up. 3 home runs in 7 games, 6 RBIs, batting .333 with a .379 on base percentage. So his numbers went back up. And yeah, we'll just look at his price. I mean, right now you can create a buy order for about 2,255 stubs, somewhere around there, and buy him clean for about 28.40. So he's at a very discounted price for a guy that has very good numbers on the season. So he's definitely somebody that I have targeted for the next roster update. Alright guys, as you can see, the next player we have is Kenley Janssen. Couple reasons I like Kenley Janssen. One reason is he's tied for 5th in the league in saves with Alex Reyes. He's got a 1.47 ERA. He's got 18 saves in 20 opportunities, which I believe are his only 2 losses. 30 and 2/3 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, .95 whip. And the thing that really catches my eyes, he has a .104 batting average against. The only 2 closers that are around that is Josh Hader and Craig Kimbrell. And Kimbrell has a .099. Hader has a .106. So his batting average against is really good. So that is one reason. The second reason is I like him because he's on one of the better teams in the league, win a lot of games, so that makes a lot of opportunities for him to come in and get those saves. And then the last reason is his price. Right now, you can put a buy order on for a little over 1,000 stubs, get him pretty close to 1,200 stubs, so definitely very cheap. He's not going to go diamond in this roster update. This is more of a longer term. If you want short-term value on Kenley Janssen, I'd keep him, and just the more saves he gets, just the more his price is going to go up, since he is a gold closer. The only other guys that are 81 and above for closers that is anywhere near is Edwin Diaz. He's the only other closer right now that I consider going diamond anytime soon. So you could probably get some pretty good value out of Kenley Janssen right now. Alright guys, the last player that we are gonna target. Another probably longer term, and I don't mean that long, I mean probably 2 roster updates, is definitely going to be Michael Brantley. He's an 81 overall, so he would need a lot to get a bump up. But I'll read his numbers out for you right now. So on the season, it's been .349 with a .394 on base percentage, 904 OPS. He's only got 4 home runs, but as we've seen, home runs don't always necessarily mean diamond. 30 RBIs, 37 runs. So it's nothing besides his batting average leading the league now in batting average that stands out. But we're going to read off his most recent play because he's trending so high. His last 30 games, he's batting 384, 435 on base percentage. His last 15 games, 458 batting average, 515 on base percentage. Last 7 games, 429 batting average, 484 on base percentage. Simple as that. He is just hitting the ball well, very, very well. His contacts is already pretty high, as you could see. In the roster update, he did get only a +1, so it's not like we can't see him continue to go up. And his price is, I mean, it's growing. So right now you can create a buy order at about 22.20 and buy him just under 3,000. So in my opinion, Michael Brantley is somebody you can either hold until they hit diamond, or somebody you could probably make quite a few stubs off of if you try to sell him right before the roster update. People always wait till the last minute to start buying, so people will buy. His numbers just look really good, so definitely going to get some Michael Brantley and probably flip him here in a week. So that's it for this week's videos, guys. If you didn't see it already, definitely go back and watch the silver players to target. And then next week we will have I will have an updated version of silver and gold players to target. I don't want to go to bronze because it's really hard. To try to invest in bronze players now. That's usually a beginning of the season thing. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.